Hey YouTube, Kyle here. I'm back. Where have I been? That's for another time. Whole nother video. I'm here tonight to do a VR for another local Chicagoan, Lezra 3one2. If you haven't seen his videos, check him out. I'll put a link to his channel down in the bucket. So without further ado, here's the VR for Lezra 3one2. Alright guys, let's get into this. This is a VR for Lezra 3one2's 100 subs giveaway contest. I guess I'll start with a little housekeeping. I'm smoking some Missouri Meerschaum. I believe it's the Washington. Very first corn cob I ever bought. I absolutely love it. Gets a lot of use. I've changed the stem on it multiple times. In it, I'm smoking some Cornell and Deal Maple Cavendish. This is only like the second or third time I've had it. Definitely not an everyday smoke. Really not getting any kind of maple out of it whatsoever, but not as good as Autumn Evening, but it smells nice. So, enjoying a tasty beverage in my Focus Missouri Meerschaum koozie picked up at the pipe show last year. Okay, so on to it. Lezra 3one2. He's from Chicago. Chicago native. So he is asking for some Chicago love and wants some information on Chicago. What do we know about Chicago? History, interesting facts, anything about sports, things like that. Being a Chicago native, I have quite a bit to tell. So, let's see. We all know that rumor has it that the Great Chicago Fire was started by Mrs. O'Leary's cow. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. If you don't know, the Great Chicago Fire burned down the majority of the city, and something like hundreds of thousands of people were left homeless, supposedly due to this cow kicking over a lantern. The fire is true. The story on how it started, not so much. Let's see, what else? Lezra, he said he didn't want anything bad about the city. I don't know how bad this is. It's a kind of a personal opinion. Probably one of the most well-known gangsters throughout history from Chicago, Al Capone. That's as far as I'll go with that. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see. Chicago was home to the Cellini Pipe Shop, otherwise known as the Cellini Pipe Shop. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm not sure which is correct. I believe it was around 1927 that it opened up, and I don't think it closed till the late 80s, something like that maybe. And I actually just recently found out about this place, but I had heard that if you're looking for lower priced pipes that kind of go under the radar of collectors, that might be a good pipe to look for. Let's say you're looking, whether it's in brick and mortar shops or on eBay or estates from like smoking pipes. Might be able to pick them up pretty cheap, so I'll probably start looking for those just to see what I can find. That's about all the real history that I got. I don't want to bore everybody. So as far as like sports go, 1985 Bears. That's all I gotta say. 85 Bears. Duh, Bears. My opinion, greatest football team ever. Every kid in town wanted to be Jim McMahon. We all wanted to be the punky QB. One of the best running backs of the game came out of that year, Walter Payton, sweetness. And how can you go wrong with somebody like the Fridge? William the Refrigerator Perry, incredible. And Super Bowl Shuffle. You really can't go wrong. If you haven't heard the Super Bowl Shuffle, which I'm sure you have, if you haven't, look it up on YouTube. You'll be amazed. Mainly about how bad it is now, but at the time, yes, that was awesome. Let's see. Never been a big basketball fan, per se, but we did have Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. And Dennis Rodman for a while. We did take us to two, I said two, three-peats. I believe it was 91 to 93, 96 to 98 maybe? I think that's about right. Phil Jackson as the coach. Awesome. Just absolutely awesome. Never been much of a Cubs fan. They are growing on me. My wife has always been a Cubs fan, and she's starting to turn me, and I'll watch both teams. You know, I can honestly say I've been to Wrigley Field more than I've been to Guaranteed Rate Field, or as I like to call it, Comiskey Park. My team has always been the White Sox. Carlton Fisk, best catcher in baseball ever, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see, what else? The company that I work for, we used to have box seats at Guaranteed Rate Field, Comiskey, and last year we had a game. I was actually on the field for the ceremonial first pitch. We're riding up in the elevator to get back to the box. Any Sox fans know this. Harold Baines was riding up in the elevator with us. Huge elevator though. There was at least 10 to 15 people between me and him. There was no way I was going to get over to talk to him. We got out of the elevator. He went one way. I ended up going the other. Didn't see him for the rest of the night. But I get back to the box, and I don't know, 10 minutes after I get there, who comes walking in? Mike Squire and Ron Kittle. And I don't ever remember Mike Squire playing. I must have been too young at the time. I remember Ron Kittle playing, and so they both hung out for a while. Mike Squire left. He didn't stay for very long. He was there long enough to sign some pictures and a couple of balls. Ron Kittle stuck around for probably an hour. Kind of hung out with us, ate some food, just kind of shot the shit. It was a good time. Had a blast. He's a woodworker now by trade, and gave me his business card. He was showing me some of the humidors and things that he makes. So maybe one of these days I'll bite the bullet and order a humidor from Ron Kittle. And Lezra, if we do ever get a chance to get together, I may have an extra one of those round kilo balls that he signed. So that's really about all I got for Chicago stuff. Like I said, I didn't want this to go too long. I didn't want to bore anybody. Bonus question. There's a list of pizzerias. Lezra wanted to know what his favorite pizza was. What his favorite Chicago pizza was. There's Giordano's. I don't think that's it. Giordano's changed their recipe. I don't think it's as good as it once was. I don't think that's it. Connie's was on there. I think there's a good chance of that. Lou Malnati's. Lou Malnati's is hit or miss. It's one of those, I don't know anybody that says it's okay. Everybody that I know says I love it, or I don't like that at all. Two other ones on there. One was Palermo's. Fifth one, I can't remember the name. But from what I remember of that place, that's like pretty far on the north side. So something tells me that's not it. Because I know you're a South Sider. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's Connie's Pizza. Because that's probably, out of that list, my favorite. Minus the one Palermo's. I don't think I've ever had that. But I'm going to go Connie's. And I'll be at the pipe show. So when I see you there, you can deliver my pizza, cheese and sausage. And beverage of choice, I'll just take High Life. I like High Life, Miller High Life, champagne and beers. To Lezra, congrats on the 100 subs, dude. Hope to see you soon, and we'll have to get together, buddy. Until we get together and have share another smoke. Peace.